Hello guys, and well, that's rain. And that is scary rain. And you know what scary rain does sometimes? First things first, it messes with your internet, so you're gonna see some internet issues here and there. And second, well, I'm just gonna say it, if we die, then we die. That's pretty much it. So, if that happens, then I'm gonna try to reconnect as fast as possible. Our teams do have to play it out if they can, though. If they can't start the game, then we'll reschedule it to when we can actually play in the first place. So hopefully everything is gonna be a-okay. So we are gonna be getting into our next game, and no more theatrics this time. We are gonna have to go straight into our matches as soon as possible, and it will be Team EXE versus Team MeMes. And our map is gonna be bind. So Team EXE coming in from a win there against Team MK. It means I'm actually first time on stream, Team MeMes, and they have dominated their previous match 13-2. Our most one-sided affair so far against global TikTokers, and we'll see though if they can actually do the same thing against Team EXE. But for now, it is going to be the offense here for EXE, and for the defense itself, it will be Team MeMes. Instead, as we said before, we are going to be playing on bind, and it seems like our two teams are ready to go to get into the game. Hopefully the stream will stabilize enough to a point where I can up the bitrate again. It's a little less, a little blurry here, to say the least, because of the rain, but hey, that's what happens sometimes. Again, you can't really do anything about PLDT, you can't do anything about the weather. We just gotta pray. We just gotta pray that everything is gonna work out in our favor. So here we go. Gonna be getting into our third game into this match. It's now time for bind for this game. And this is a pretty big matchup. So every team actually is tied 1-1. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that everything is 1-1. It's really goes to show the level of competition into the game, into this set, is absolutely on point. So I'm really happy that all of these teams are so close to one another. So in terms of our tiebreaker though, we're not going to be needing to play some extra games anymore after this one, especially with the weather like this. We are just going to be basically basing it onto the scores. So if a certain team does have a certain score against a certain team, it'll be like golf in a way. So pretend you win your first game 13-12, your second game 13-5. So you've given 17 rounds to your opponent, and then on the other team, they've won 13-6 and 13-6 also. So they've given 12 rounds, so they have a higher seed because they basically gave more points. And I just basically was thinking about this a little bit. There are of course some games where you play a tiebreaker, and it makes a lot of sense. But map differential. There's something called map differential in this game. This round differential.
Select
and
your
it
agent.
makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to just use the rounds so you're not looking to just give rounds for free too much. It will be looking to see how long you can snowball, how much you can play on. And speaking of playing on, we are going to be continuing our broadcast and continuing on even with the terrible weather on our doorstep. So here we go again. Now into bind, we go for this next map. MeMes on the defense, EXE on the offense, and let's get into the action. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel like a mailman because by rain, by sleet, by snow, by whatever there is to go on, we are gonna try to keep things up on our broadcast, and hopefully everything pans out in our favor. But damn, when you see in OBS it's red, you just gotta be hurting sometimes. So hopefully it just resets itself, fixes itself up, and we are gonna be able to be good to go into this game. So to start things off, it will be Team MeMes on the defense. We got Gibog, Gibkama, Japan Home, Humi, and Jesse Bash. Now, these players are veterans of basically CS as well as Overwatch. We'll be getting into that in just a bit. Jesse Bash, of course, a household name in the Dota scene as well. So that is already a very star-studded roster here for Team MeMes. On the other side, though, we have seen Team EXE all throughout, and it seems like this configuration of theirs has been the most successful one. They won out against MMK. They're on split 13-12, and this is going to be their last game of their set. We have broadcast them because they won the role on our pre-stream roll. Basically what we did is we got all the captains to roll a dice, and then whoever got the highest scoreline was the one he would follow for the whole tournament. This basically ensures every single team does get a highlight, does get featured on stream. But at the same time, since we agreed to do another game after this one, the other set will have at least even more exposure to them, to say the least. So honestly, for Team Memes, this is their first bout and their only bout on camera. And we'll be seeing more of them tomorrow, that's for sure. Every single of these teams are going to be moving on to the next round because there's only a 4-team bracket. And hey, Team Memes going to be looking to hold here on A. Eventually, the push comes to a shove. And Team EXE looking for a safe plant already, but Humi with the first frag. He is going to be able to get that kill there. He's on that Phoenix this time, which is very interesting. Is Japan Home playing the Cypher, and usually you see Humi on the Cypher itself, but in a roster like this, they want to put the ground on that Intel game instead. Jesse Bash in the meantime, a stage player to his own right, looking to play as safe as Sad, gets a frag onto 2 so far. Onto A short we go. Team Memes, they have dominated the previous game against global TikTokers, and if anything can really keep up the momentum, then this has to be Team Memes in terms of their defense. They get the first round already, looking for a second, and a strong start here for this old pro Overwatch team. If we die, so we go and we continue on. That is exactly how we get things done. So hopefully you guys can still stay on and just enjoy all the action that is going to be unfolding. So in terms of this team for Team Memes, the biggest thing to notice is this is basically a composition built by the 2017 of Overwatch. It has members of Team Miraculum, Team Mineski, Team IPT, and well, Jesse Vash had a brief little adventure. Oh no, it's time for the sacrifice to the Fire Gods. Team EXE doesn't even want to bother against Team Memes because they feel like they're going to be giving kills instead. They sacrifice themselves to the Molly, and now that second round will go in favor of Team Memes. A very economic way to go about things. If you feel like you're not going to be able to get the rush on against a team of this caliber, then you are going to be just to get those cleanups instead. Not giving up that kill money is pretty big as well. And right now, if Team Memes bought something a little awkward, they might be like, we didn't even need to use it, so kind of love the waste from time to time. And there you go, it already does actually work out in favor of Team EXE. They have a Bulldog here for Jibama. Gibo is on that Shoddy, and well, it's that Breach and the Brimstone here. So, really interesting to see a very different lineup here for Team Memes in terms of those agent picks, because as I've seen them before, they love running that double intel, but since it's Jakama and Gibo together, and oh no, Gibo staying too long with the Brimstone smoke will get taken down, but immediately Jakama as well as Humi going for the crossfire. It's Humi up on showers, looking to get rid of the wall immediately. Up on top, looks for the angle, looks for a shot, sees the head of one, but is unable rather, to get the shot on. But the Lamp's now going to be the target. Japano pushing forward with the Spectre. Sees the breach immediately. That's Bukax going down. Vandal now taken. Execution on point here for Team Memes, but tracking isn't going to be there. CMS on the board instead. We'll get to. And now trying to slow things down. Curveball going to be in the play. Humi will take some damage there. And he's going to go for the hot hands just in case. Now the real question is, will he go for the running back as well? Yes, he is. Looking on around for a target or two. Can he just stick the defuse to begin with? And that's going to be a first half taken here by Humi. Really smartly done. Now, oh no, Cypher of Strafola going to be backing on out. Instead, opportunity for Humi to stick the landing and get the defuse. Where is the peak? Where is it going to come? What a clutch there from Humi. He gets 3. And a strong round there for the defense yet again. So something to note for Team Memes is these guys have been tearing it up for quite a while in the KR servers. They decided to basically play all their practice matches, play every little bit, every single time on KR, and if I remember correctly, they have reached to the ranks of around Immortal by that point. So a very, very strong team, and you can really see the carry potential there on Humi. He has such a good understanding of games like this, was DPS in Overwatch, a very strong CS player in his own right as well. And he's very, very inquisitive about many things, and it's so commendable that he just cares a lot about how the setup is going to be in the first place. Anyway, though, it's still anyone's game. 3 points right now for Team Memes. And the fact of the matter is I just know a lot about this team because I have worked with them for quite a long time. And I played with them at the very start of Valorant, of course. You know, I'm busy casting, they're busy playing, and Jesse Bash busy trying to get these kills. Japan home with the crossfire as well. CMS though with the rush already. And it seems like it's a different approach here from the side of Team EXE. They decide to go for the pistol round immediately. We'll be able to get a few frags on the board. A little different from the second round, where they didn't want to spend some money. But hey, kills are important sometimes, and they will get some value here. As Rafola back into the light. 3 versus 3, but the firepower is not in favor of Team EXE whatsoever. They are going to be looking for guns though onto the corpses, and that's Jakama and CMS getting frags on the board again. Trade is there. Jakama another kill to his name, and here comes the breach. Here comes the Brimstone, and there is the Cypher in the middle. 3 frags here from Jakama. It seems like the burly man doesn't even need his abilities. He's just going to go for the kills immediately, and Team Memes the quick retake to get a 4th point on the board. If you guys are asking for Overwatch bugs, didn't I announce that there's no bugs on? No. I announced. I'm hosting something Wednesday. Yeah, I said I announced on today that there's no Overwatch bugs today because I got this. I got this to do. So much love if you guys are coming in from Overwatch. But hey, we are still here for our matches. Team EXE versus Team MeMes for this match, and then afterwards we are gonna do Global TikTokers versus MK. Since everything is a tiebreaker, basically, best to cover everything as much as possible. And speaking of coverage, it's 4 on B, 1 on A. We'll see if it's going to be enough to get this pushed through. As by this point in time, it's Macax. Looking to hold the angle. Sees a potential peek there from Jakama. But you can already see he's quicker on the trigger finger. Again, DPS duo between Jakama as well as Humi. Rivals before in a previous game, now together into this one. Jesse Vash though.
I know
a lot of know-how, a lot of potential on the hit scan, but this time we'll get shut down by Strafola. And he's in his element every single time he gets closer and closer. Japan, in the meantime, Grand is also of the World Cup team from last year's Overwatch. And yeah, this is pretty much the whole profile there. We talked about EXE a lot already, how much success they've had in multiple other games and how they run the Valorant PH Discord basically and have built up such a strong community to begin with. A pleasure to meet them, a pleasure to work with them, and a pleasure right now for Humi to run on the way. Will get shut down by Arsof, the Lurk God himself. Frags on the board. Still though, it's potentially for Team MeMes to take this round, but never mind, as Kibon goes down. Japan home trying to go for the peak, but CMS this time, feeling the heat, is looking a lot better compared to his previous bout. 7 kills, 4 deaths there. Top fragger here, and the first point finally going for Team EXE. They finally done it, and they have finally gotten their footing. Especially for CMS. It's ridiculous, honestly. It is ridiculous. He has turned it up to 11. He knows this is when the clutch is gonna happen. And kudos to CMS for waking on up and finally putting in the performance we expected from this guy. Anyway, rifles right now for CMS and the crew. In the meantime, it's Guardian actually here for the ball. And I've seen this play this before. He likes the Guardian, he likes the single fire straight. And it's a good mix of playing the Operator as well as a pseudo sniper rifle to begin with. Allows you to have a little more range in the first place, but still the one-tap potential from the Vandal cannot be outmatched, as well as the speed of the Vandal, of the Phantom rather. But speaking of those rifles, that's Japan home with that Phantom. Gets rid of Rafola. Here we go with the peak again. Too dangerous though. Japan home literally just reloading in the face of adversity. And that is a 1-for-1 trade right there. Grand is auto, not only 2 grand right there. In the meantime, Jesse Bash gonna be holding on to elbow. And at the very least, something to note here for Team MeMes is they are just so efficient at holding angles as much as possible. Now Jesse Bash though, seems like he knows a little bit of tech. Hops onto the wood, gets on back to the other side, goes for the peak. And can potentially go for the resurrection up above. Oh, the range being exploited there by Jesse Bash. I love that there. And speaking of love, that's Humi getting one already with his lurk. Looks for a second kill, sees the breach, and has the better tracking. Macaxa will go down. That is the wall getting shattered. It's gonna be people up on top, and Japan home wasting life that has been given to him by his lord and savior, Jesse Bash. But CMS again on the board. This is a sage game right here, right now for CMS, and he is just absolutely on fire. Speaking of fire though, Humi now with a peek. Does get 3 kills so far. 13 seconds left. Can Cyan actually get these kills? Safe and sound. Slow play here from Team MeMes. Going for the pincer, but Gibbo not looking in the right direction. And Jakama instead will get the trade. 5-1 right now. Advantage here for Team MeMes. And they are not playing like a meme whatsoever. This is a well-oiled machine. So another solid play there for Team MeMes, and they, after a really interesting map wherein they lost against Team MK actually off stream, they haven't shown their true potential taking care of business against Global TikTokers, and right now we are seeing again a team run away on the first half. But if our stream history has shown us, anything happened on Valorant, and anything happen as these rounds go longer and longer. Can Team EXE adjust in time? Here go the Widorval strike. Jakama running into the wall, and Cyan with a perfect position there. VO flash from the breach into the Brimstone ultimate. And it's a free frag there, taking care of business immediately. Now here we go with the plant. Humi though with that kill on to Strafola. He hops up on top of the box. There we go, resurrection. And the box and the walls being busted on down. We hear some machine guns fly. Now who will be able to get the kill first? That's the real question. It's still Humi trying to look on through. Japan now lifted on up. Beautiful strategy here from Jesse Bash, but unfortunately, it's still Arsoft in position. Speaking of position, Sion gets a peek in time. 2 left on the defense, and there you go. Momentum in favor Team EXE. They go for the firing squad, take care of Phoenix at the last moments, and they get a round back. As I've said, the second half of every half looking to be a little different flavor, to say the least. Good play, a good show, and kudos there. Team EXE this time, executing well onto the safer plan. They move on through, get in position, eventually get all the value that they need in first place. There we go. 5-2 our scoreline. Team MeMes still in heavy control. By this point in time, it's now Humi looking for the peak. Sees just a little bit of Arsoft. And just quick eyes there from Humi. These DPS players, man, really spotting things out. I barely saw that, and honestly, it was just because I knew he was there thanks to the spectator screen. Well played there by Humi. Slow orb though, kind of a little off the mark there. A little bit of the tech there from Jesse Bash, but it just doesn't happen. Now it's time for potential wall up again. Can they actually play this right? That's the real question. It's an econ round right here, right now, basically for Team MeMes. And they are just going to be looking gung-ho and looking to run on through to the other side. But Kibo with the kill already. Onto the A-short push. Jakama getting on the board as well with that Spectre. Here comes more and more of that trouble. Humi with the headshot. And as soon as Team EXE gets a little bit more of value, a little bit more of that happiness in them, a little bit more of that success, immediately it gets yoinked away by Team MeMes. A thrifty victory, as I say, is just such a big indicator of success. And that is just Team MeMes right now. 6-2 with the advantage. Looking to just really stifle Team EXE and their stride. We have featured Team EXE all throughout today. They have played 2 close matches today. And they have proven that they can come clutch when need be. But can they do it against Team MeMes? Because this time, it isn't as shaky as the other 2 sets. It is kinda just very decisively done by Team MeMes. Team EXE, when they win, it's just such a good combo of ultimates. But as Team MeMes knows already, from being from the Overwatch background, is this ult economy being used by Team EXE is gonna hurt them in the long run. And 1-for-1 trade though, gonna be into play. Here we go though with some ults right now between Humi as well as Arsoft. Orbital strike onto the objective as well. That's Gibbo taking care of business onto one immediately. CMS getting blown apart, trying to go for the spike. And now it's time for the 2 Phoenixes to duel yet again. Jesse Bash though on the board after Humi goes down to the hand of Arsoft. High ground not taken here by Jesse Bash, making sure that this angle onto Hookah is covered. But it seems like it's Strafola lurking around again. Holding on to elbow, has to be sneaky peeky to get to that spike. And by this point in time, Gibbo all the way on the other side. Vision though in favor here for Team MeMes. They know where the spike is, they know they have to hold those corners. And right here, right now, they're making sure those doorways are covered as much as possible. Spray though from the Brimstone, try and get a wall bang or 2. The real question is, can it actually penetrate? But for Safola, looks up on top, meets his maker there. Jesse Bash with the takedown. And Team MeMes again, just dominating the action. 7-2, our scoreline right now. Mr. Jesse Bash, this guy is so big brain. Dota, a Swords in Overwatch, so many different games, so much success. Honestly, this guy, when I first met him, I was like, shit, that's actually a name I recall from when I was before esports. Like, that's a name I know from the one, and it's like really, really cool to see a guy branch out like this. And hey, the funny story I think for Team MeMes is this is basically a retirement home that has a lot of success, and there are many teams like that who are just like, hey, you know, let's play together and we'll see where we can go, and they go really far. And if this is the configuration here for Team MeMes, I feel like they can really go far into the SEA scene. But for now though, you know, stay in the local scene. Just enjoy the close beta closeout and see how far we can go into this set. Slow orb right now gonna get thrown. Counter slow orb gonna be into play. Time for the aftershock, but no one's really there. Cypher Cage to be the bother, but there we go with the slow in stealth. Now the Cypher Cage doesn't have the slow anymore, but at the very least that's what the stage is up to. Jesse Bash going on to the high ground. Here we go with the neural death. And this is something really cheeky from Jesse Bash, and I honestly Team EXE has to expect it already. Jesse Bash is basically playing B-Hop Hero into this game. He knows these surf maps apparently, and he is just going ham as quick as can be. Moving on forward, Trapola though in close quarters. Again, this is his element. But eventually, when he doesn't have the angle, he will go down to the hand of Japano from Mr. Grand is out himself. And well played there, a cascade from MeMes to get the 8-2 lead. Is the stream stuttering? Yes it is. Yes it is. A bit. Because of rain. Just super little. Because of rain. I think, I don't know. Like, there are times, but since there's a delay, it should reset itself to a nominal degree. So yeah, hopefully you guys aren't having too many issues with the stream, and hopefully you just enjoy our games, because now Team MeMes is enjoying every little bit. They are just running this game to the ground, and they are in a very commanding spot. Now usually this is where Team EXE goes for the comeback, but it's just not gonna happen. Apparently it's Gabo with the angle, and he gets the shot immediately. Humi now feeling very confident. Into the smoke he goes, and it's gonna be a floor curveball perhaps, using the smoke as cover. Gets the smoke on, gets the stun on, and he gets to there. What a flash in a pan there. And Jesse Bash is just basically going for a tech Sage Orb. We'll see how far this is gonna go actually. Where's the orb, mate? I'm waiting for it. Throw it already. Throw it already. Jesse? Okay, he's not doing it. I wanna follow it. I wanna follow it. I wanna follow the orb, guys. Shower push though. Shower push though gonna be pretty important. That's a Brimstone. Looking to get in position. Jesse Bash still not throwing it. Oh, Cyan actually gonna get that kill. And there you finally. The sword being thrown into the air, but Arsov and Cyan with some pretty effective kills. It seems like the... Oh, it's gonna be behind only that safe land. Very close, but it doesn't make it in time. So Jesse Bash taking his sweet time and brings Gimbo back into the fold, using the wall to protect him. That's what the wall is all about. Now dueling against the Phoenix. Eventually will get the kill through the smoke. Good guess there to get the takedown, putting himself in harm's way as well with the Vandal in the first place. But by this point in time, it's Cyan lurking on the round onto the CT spawn. 1v3, can he get the clutch? Doesn't have the Orbital Strike, doesn't have the Molly to really shut things down. And Jesse Bash is like, I'll protect the spike, I'll make sure my team can get this done. Cyan though, as well as Japan though, trading blows. And eventually, it will be Team MeMes again with another point on the board. Strong round there from Jesse Bash and co again. They know so much about this map. It's ridiculous, and I think you just have to basically ban this map away from them. Bind is their territory, Bind is their home ground, and they have shown that they have such good expertise on this map to begin with. Last round though, before we go swapping sides, and things are looking really dicey here for Team EXE. Will they go out in a bang, or will they taper off in a stutter? That's the real question. We have enjoyed the journey so far, but sometimes you just gotta hop off the car and wake up on the right side on the bed. And now Arsov for the push, and Macax with the first tag there. Here comes Humi though, playing danger close, and he is just gonna be right there. Slow Orb gonna be into play, and Strafola not expecting such an ambitious ultimate there. In the meantime though, it's Gimbo right now playing in the slow orbs. Combat stem is set up, and he is just going for the spray and pray as quick as can be. Looking for the angle, Rolling Thunder now gonna be into play. We'll get the concuss onto the Brimstone. By this point in time though, Macax still will be able to get that kill, and Jesse Bash with the backstab into the hide. Here comes the Marshal though into play. Japan home with the operator shot. Here comes the drop down right now. Phantom gonna get reloaded, and will CMS go for the peak? That's the real question. Could have been ambitious there to go for the fight there and then. That's gonna be the shot onto Jesse Bash. That's a second clutch from CMS yet again, and at the very least, EXE getting 1/3 of the score. Not the worst way to go, but this next half gonna be very bloody to say the least.
Here.
Team MeMes now with 9. Team EXE with 3. And well. We'll see how this is all gonna unfold. Surf Lord, my name is Jesse Bash, and hey, oh no. Seems like we are having heavy issues with the server, so hopefully everything just works out into this one. If ever might need a reset stream, then you know, whatever, just make sure everything is a-okay to enjoy that last game. But by this point in time, it is now Team MeMes in control. They are going to be on the offensive. They have a 9-3 score line. And we'll see how far they can really push things to a good degree. Anyway though, Japan home, taking on the round. Here comes Arsov. staying on to the high ground as well. Well, speaking of, the ground being covered, ultimate orb not taken. Ambitious efforts here from Team MeMes. They are really playing as close as possible. But as soon as they get the orb, they are going to go for the rotate onto the TP side to get over to A instead. But in behind all of this, Cyan giving chase, and oh no, he is just caught in such a hard place right now. Anyway, Japan home, cleaning at Arsof, opening main onto B site. The spike now, a little bit of bait there to go onto A, but you already know where we're going. Onto B side we go. Looking to make sure everything is going to be A-okay. Here comes more and more the transition though. Teleporters are the name of the game here for Team EXE. But a slow orb right now. Really putting a sputter onto this rotate. Anyway though, Macaques looking on around to try and get an angle or two. The question is though how this is gonna unfold. All about the duel right here right now onto Hook and Strafola with a frag though to start things off. And Japan in the meantime looking on around yet again. Sees the targets up on top. Here we go with the duel. And even though he's concussed, that is still gonna be a takedown on the side. Macaques still with trade already 3 versus 3. HP values in favor of CMS and the rest of the crew, but eventually as Macaques and CS both going down, Team EXE relying on Strafola to bail them out into this regard. Here comes the hot hands to slow things down. And look for the little bit of the peak action. Can they go for concave? Yes, they can. Chikama from the flank gets the kill. 10-3 our scoreline now. Just such a strong effort here from Team MeMes. And I guess we're gonna have to reset the stream, guys, after this one if everything is really going crazy. So hopefully, though, we are gonna be able to enjoy the last game later on, and even though we're gonna have to do a little bit of the offline online kind of thing, it is what it truly is. So we'll see if the rain is gonna stop, and we'll see what time we can actually get back into the action. But anyway though, it's still time for the side of Team EXE to try and get this defense on. MeMes all around left, right, center, looking to go for the double cascade on to B side. Anyway, the wall is set immediately. That's a Sage getting the block on. CMS. Another slowdown yet again. Here. Absolutely unlucky approach, but Jesse Bash right now with the frag on. Macaques will go down in one fell swoop. Here we go right here, right now with the wall set up. And it is going to be a slow push and some lamps, that's for sure. Looking to make it through, looking to go for the cascade on. And hey, with the VS cheeky as possible. That's going to be the plan here and now. The Brimstone, though, inside the smoke. And something that Team MeMes really like to do is just play inside that vision game. Camera now busted. Someone is just peeking onto the corner, especially with one. Gibbo and Strafola trading blows with those buckies. And it's a bucket right here right now, ladies and gentlemen. It really is going to be the buck toots, looking for as much buckshot as possible. Chikama though with the ghost, making Strafola his own kind of spirit. And on to this one, by this point in time, we can get on through again. Arsof. They'll be backing on that just a little bit. What's gonna be the plan here and now for the crew, for Team EXE? They only have one member left. They need to make it through to the other side. And they need to get the kills onto the spike defenders. As the attackers losing to already Arsof. Getting danger close. And is able to get those frags immediately. Here comes the Cypher though in position. Japan home now gonna go down. Humi eventually will get that kill. Yes, 11-3 our scoreline. Pretty close endeavor there. But hey, Team MeMes just running away with it and more. Team MeMes is just completely dominating everything. They understand how strong they can play in this game, and they have so many of these strats, so many of these outlets to really just brutalize and dominate all their opponents as much as possible. Anyway though, here we go with the volley tossed over. And hey, Fumi right now gonna be staying on the right hand side. Here comes the Japan Hondo, looking to get in position. And overall, Strafola holding the line yet again. For that though, Cyan PH up on top of these boxes. There we go with the Cypher phase set up yet again. For now, Japan looking to get the push on. Trying to make it through to the other side. Hey, here comes the run and back. 1-for-1 trade so far. Quick little execution here for Team MeMes. Looking to make it through to the other side again and again. And Arsoft with his own running back as well. Sees Humi spawn in front of him. An opportunity. My name is Team EXE. Still, the fight isn't over yet. Jakama, spike has already been planted. He has these rifles, and he can actually get that range advantage on. Not trying to deal against Pakax. Goes for the reset on the recall. Will get that taken out eventually. Has to watch though. Oh, in behind. And that Phoenix is lurking on around. Time to go for the run on by, and Arsoft will be able to get rid of Jakama. But the tripwire activated slows things down. But eventually, this is Team EXE. We'll get the point back. Shotgun gameplay. My name is Arsoft. And this is the bailout play that EXE is looking for. At the very least, this is something that they love playing in the first place. And it's something they truly implore to just basically destroy anyone in their path. By this point in time though, we're going to be looking to see how everything is going to unfold here and now. And yeah. 11-4 our scoreline. Team MeMes. Looking for a few rifles here and there. SMG is going to be into play as well. We'll see how this is all going to pan out. I do have to reset the stream, guys, after this one because the stream I have has basically killed itself because of the rain. And we will be enjoying the global TikTokers as well as the MK match after the Sword Drill stream reset. But for now, let's finish the fight and let's finish how everything is going to unfold as CMS could be holding the line with the Judge. Now, on the Hoka, honestly, this is such a good strategy here on Vine. If you play Judge, you are able to destroy anyone walking into you. If you play two Judges, it's even better. And it's going to be a Bucky right now, but Japan home with the SMG, just making it rain. Bullets still in behind now. It's still going to be anyone's game because Cyan just getting clutch on with that Judge on the other side. Now, so many corpses onto A short is a pretty big opportunity here for Cyan because this will allow him to go for the push, move on through, potentially get a different kind of gun. But Jesse Vash has his own Judge, gonna drop down. And who will actually get killed onto who? Thoughts are about Cyan will be able to get that kill. Japan home, playing it as safe as possible, hiding onto elbow. And there we go with the orbital strike, gonna be into play already. Opening made. Can anyone actually run on by? Not gonna happen. Cyan looking on around, trying to find our target to. Open plat, can help him out. And he's panicking right now, doesn't really know where Japan home is. Waiting for the defuse, but the long range shotgun might be able to get that kill. Sneaky peeky, my name is Japan home. And there we go with the backstab. 4 kills on the board. Match point right now for Team MeMes. What a show from Team MeMes. They have just utterly destroyed the opposition. And for Team EXE, they have putting up a fights in many rounds, but honestly, in a more fair firefight, it still is Team MeMes all the way through. But eventually though, we'll see how everything is gonna be looking into this set. As right here, right now, it's still Team MeMes looking to go for match point, looking to get this victory. Can they actually do it though? Can they be on the upper echelons of the bracket? That's gonna be the real question here. But by this point in time, let's see how this is gonna pan out. Right here, right now. As Japan home with the camera, making sure that shower is protected.
Off your feet!
For the time being though, Rolling Thunder gonna be into play. And hey, there is gonna be the damage there. Macaque Skibble on the board already. Japan home in the meantime, looking to get in position yet again. And overall, that 1-for-1 trade kinda hurting the offense because they do need that Sage in so many ways. Now, one thing to note, Jesse Vash doesn't have too many assists on the Sage. He's the one usually getting those frags. And oh no, Cyan PH lurking around, past the shower, will get taken down. Now, honestly, for Team EXE, this is a walk-over round from them because they don't really have the firepower to really contest against Team MeMes. They expected everything on the last round. They tried to play it clutch, and it just wasn't enough. Now, can CMS and Surfoda clutch it out with this one Vandal and this one Sheriff? Headshots are going to be absolutely key. And for Team EXE to execute, it has to be now. Strike not planted. Team MeMes having the advantage. Good positioning though from CMS. Inspiration from the other side. Surfola now, the only one left. Will get caught in the orbital strike. And there with the 6 getting planted on. Going for the shot. Shikama with the shutdown. And victory. My name is Team MeMes. They move on to the 2-1 standing. EXE. Heartbreaking defeat. But Team MeMes has shown that they deserve to be at the top parts of the bracket. And they have truly shown that they can dominate into this game. So well played there. The Team MeMes, they have utterly destroyed the opposition twice in a row. And kudos to every single member of that team. But Humi, making plays, making openings, making everything possible for Team Memes. Well, we had a few issues here and there, but honestly, the biggest point of contention, the biggest point to get away from all of that is Team Memes is a team that you cannot stop. Team Memes is a team that you cannot deal with unless you know how to play those maps, unless you know how to play the game deeply. And that is going to be a real tough task for many into this set. So, okay, guys, we're gonna be looking to go for a quick little reset on the stream. I don't want to be having to down the bitrate a lot for you guys, and even though some people are gonna be hopping out, you know, the next match is gonna deserve all your love, all your attention, and the best bitrate that I can provide you. So, I will be right back. Don't go away. Our stream delay, of course, will trigger in 3 minutes, so I'll be back in like 3 minutes. We'll be setting things up for MMK as well as global TikTokers. I gotta call them a little bit because that game ended earlier than expected. So we'll see how everything is gonna unfold. We'll make sure that both of our teams are ready to go. But congratulations to Team Memes. They are up on top with the higher echelon, with the upper parts of the brackets. And well, they are basically gonna be in control of that bracket very soon. In the meantime, will MMK or will Team Global TikTokers be able to take that spot alongside them, and then we'll have to look into map differential? That's gonna be the real question there. Tune in still. This is the close beta closeout.